bit.
He wants to try and get something going again and build and feed off the emotion of the crowd. But right now, he's hit 3 straight spares, and he needs to get a strike.
Stayed with that shot, watched it all the way. Another nice hit, and it's a strike for Brunetti on the left-hand lane in the 6th frame. Hriscina up by 2, works on a 3-bagger.
Big shot coming right up. This is one of the crucial shots in match play competition. This is a big one right here. Oh, did he throw it well? You talk about a handful on that one. Woo! And Brunette's over there congratulating him.
That's what I love, like I told you. He's into it one way or another, and Hercina responding under tremendous pressure. I mean, he has been down so long in the championship round that he just doesn't know where up really is.
And he takes a re-rack in that left lane. He showed me one of the racks that came up on that left lane. Every now and then it sets a really bad rack, and you only get 2 re-racks. That may be why he picked a finish on the right lane and not the left, because of that rack every now and then.
Really used the loft, really swung. This shot comes charging back, a 5-bagger for Hercina, who was bowling like the top seed.
Like he bowled all week long. Again, tremendous turn and lift. Watch how far that ball goes out. Maybe to the 4th or 5th board, and it just turns left. I used to throw them like that all the time.
Must have been in your younger days.
Brunette's got to have this one, Dad.
Gotta have it. Comes up light and doesn't quite get the job done.
And suddenly that emotion has gone from 9 down to about a 3.
Boy, he started with a double. Hriscina started with an open and a spare. Since that time, Hriscina has really just taken it up a notch.
That trip 4 was just a big shot back in the 4th frame. It just got John loose and a little bit confident, and now his talent is coming out. I mean, all of us on the senior tour know how talented this man is, how good he is out here.
By virtue of the fact that he's led 8 tournaments in his career, Mike, I mean, come on.
And he's only 55. You know, he's been 5 or 6 years out here. It's just... All
right, Brunetti not going to give way in this match. He'll fight you right down to the final shot. But if John Hriscina throws a couple more here, Michael, he could coast home.
Well, again, but if he would stop any time in the process, right here, for example, he's in the 230 bracket right now, Brunetti would still have a chance.
One of his very, very good friends, and of course the top player this year on the senior tour, Gene Stuss, back home having some tests performed on his heart. We got the word today. Gene called the bowling center. Everything is fine. He'll get the results back tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be back down for the tournament next week.
And something has distracted John Hriscina. I do not know what it is at this point in time, but he's waiting for something to be moved, or something, it appears to me.
Has he related that to anyone? He's standing there smiling at lane 24. Now, I think he asked for a re-rack, Michael, and it didn't quite happen.
Okay.
So he's burned both of them now.
Yep. Well, he knows that if he strikes here, that puts him out of reach with just 2 marks in the 9th and 10th for Brunetti.
Needs to reach out on the right-hand lane, and does. Boy, John Hriscina just pounding away at the pocket. Looks like maybe the tale of the 2 dolphins is coming true.
The tale of the 2 dolphins?
Sure.
And that is?
2's better than 1. If you see 1, you get great luck.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
that's what the captain told him
in the interview, right?
Sure. He saw 2 of them, which means he's probably going to win the next time he's the top seed, which could be next week, by the way. Arm swing loosens up. You get the light hits. Oh, Hercina may have just turned things around, and you can see Jerry Brunette congratulating him. Jerry realizing what's been happening over the last couple of years, as of all the senior players.
And that basically does lock it up. Even if Brunetti strikes it out, Hercina can open in the 10th and still win this match.
One of the bright young stars out here. I guess at 50, you're young on the senior tour, but Jerry Brunette. There's one of his daughters, And that's, of course, her husband. They're expecting their first child here within the next couple of weeks. And Jerry said, boy, I hope she has the baby. I hope I have a granddaughter or grandson before I leave the senior tour down here in Florida and have to head back to Rochester. Of course, next week we're heading up to St. Petersburg, right?
3 stops in Florida is not all bad.
Well, he's lost the match and he's still talking to it.
Never did lose that left lane, though. It was the right lane that got him. Still talking to his opponent, I'll tell you what. Oh, well.
This is as close to Lee Trevino as we have on the senior tour.
Yes.
Be interesting to chart his course out here to see if he can get back to the championship round and win a title. He really has given it a wonderful performance tonight.
He bowled a clean game, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Here's a guy that just flat loves to bowl. Spare here gives him 207. And a second place finish, the highest ever for him on the PBA Senior Tour.
And John Hriscina can strike it out for 269. What did you say he won his other title with? 267?
No, 269.
269.
I'll tell you one thing, that man right there is feeling pretty good at this stage. He had lost 8 consecutive matches in the championship round, was 1-6 from the top seed position. And it's fun to go up in the final frame and throw it anywhere you want and still come away with the title.
Right.
Senior title number 2 for John Hriscina, who told me during the warm-ups, he said, Denny, he said, geez, if I could have won a couple times coming into this one, I might have had a shot at Player of the Year. Obviously, if I could win here tonight. I looked at him and I said, John, in this sport, you're measured on how much you win in the championship round. I mean, you can get there as many times as you want, but if you don't win the tournaments on television, you don't win the money number 1, you don't win the awards number 2.
That's true. That's very true.
He led last year and was defeated. He leads this year, and he wins the title, the Hammer Naples Senior Open.